touchdown. Whoever thought I have a buzz down, still sticking to the script, going deep, still trying to take her.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Jets who have the football as we jump right back into the action in quarter number 3. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Hi.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Locke going to throw. It's a short one here. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Locke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And some room to work. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Locke looks to throw it again. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And they work this well. Field across the 45.
No let up in this pass out, and actually saw a
Play.
finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Hi.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like
being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just said, well, my kicker's hurting this month. No, okay.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us,
Face
when you
blue
score on
smiling.
special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Catch is made by Hardman, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. That this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Locke now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Locke again. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To try again after the sack. Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Uncorks one for Davis. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that, boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the